G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is May 12, 2023. This is the high-grade copper price analysis, technical analysis. So what I've got here is the weekly and the daily, and both weekly and daily trends are showing bearish signals. So let's look at that in more detail. First off here, we've got the weekly. The triple moving average is moving average 3, 5 and 60 is in a bearish momentum. Likewise, the CCI 150 moving average 5 and 50 are both in bearish, so that gives us a bearish signal on this indicator. And where it's flat, it means one of the signals is not aligning with the other, or where it's long, it means they're both aligned in a long positioning. So again, on the weekly, primarily bearish. On the daily, as well as that signal showing us a bearish signal, we also look at support and resistance at 43,568, support at 32,400. Now I've also drawn this Fibonacci retracement between that low and that high. You can see there it's broken through the 50% level, and it looks like it's continuing further down to at least the 61% level most likely. I've also drawn these diagonal lines. It was originally forming this wedge, and it eventually broke to the downside, and now it looks like it's going to come towards this lower diagonal ascending line, which bounces off those lows there. So it may well rest on that one eventually. So it looks like it's going to be more bearish in the short term. So only short trades if you're trading this. On the hourly, again as a trading idea, we've got here the fractal breakout. So when the candle breaks below the fractal, you take short positions and exit with small percentage gains where possible. I've also got up here let me just hide that, a trading idea, and I've got up here some back testing in terms of going back to September 2021, and that shows long positions only. You can see here on the share price, it would have only traded primarily when the position was long, with the exception of these downward movements when it doubled up and averaged down. So there's an average down there, an average down earlier on here, and one average down more recently there. Now in terms of trading this, again, we only trade in the direction of the weekly primarily and the daily. So for example, on that average down there, for example, you'll notice there during that whole period here, there would have been no long trades to be taken. This program runs for the whole time period. There is no discrimination between weekly or daily trends. What I'm suggesting is you trade in this example, primarily long, only when the weekly shows long positionings, or likewise when it's showing short positionings, you trade it short only. So during this period primarily, you would have avoided trading. You would have traded long in those periods, and more recently, and short during those periods on the weekly. To understand how to trade this and other trading strategies, reference the links in the description below. Subscribe to my Patreon page for exclusive access to weekly stock scans. With reference to the average down strategies, we look at a scan for stocks, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.